Imagine stepping onto a stage, right? The lights go up, and a camera immediately locks onto you. It follows your every move, switches angles perfectly as you pace around, and there isn't a single human operator in the room.
Which is pretty crazy to think about, yeah.
Welcome to today's deep dive. We are unpacking the spec sheet for the HuddleCamHD HC20X SimpLTRACK3. Our mission for you today is to understand exactly how this 5.7-pound gray box basically acts as an entire robotic camera crew.
Right, because we are so used to pro-level video requiring, a small village of people. But this really brings that level of production to everyday setups.
Yeah, let's get right into the mechanics of this because the baseline specs alone are seriously impressive. I mean, it shoots 1080p at 60 frames per second, it has a 20x optical zoom, and it can auto-track a subject up to 55 feet away.
It's powerful.
It's basically a highly caffeinated camera operator who, like, never blinks and refuses to lose focus on your face.
That's a great way to put it. But
Sure.
the real question is how it manages to do all that without getting hopelessly confused, right?
Right, like if someone walks behind me.
Exactly. A human operator has the instinct to just ignore someone walking past in the background, but a machine doesn't naturally have that context. So this camera uses what they call dual sensor total stage awareness.
Okay, dual sensor total stage awareness. That sounds like a martial arts technique or something.
I mean, it kind of functions like one. So instead of relying on a single lens that gets easily distracted, the device synthesizes two distinct views simultaneously.
Oh, wow. So it's looking at two things at once.
Yeah, exactly. You have a wide-angle reference lens that is constantly taking in the entire room, feeding all the spatial data to the system. And at the exact same time, the 20x optical zoom lens handles the tight, focused tracking shot.
Oh, I see. So because the system always sees the whole board, sudden background movements don't throw it off.
Precisely. It always understands the physical layout of the room.
Which naturally leads us to how it reacts to that physical space, right?
Yeah.
Because it isn't just following a face, it's actually making, well, directorial decisions based on where that face goes.
Yeah, and that brings us to what they call advanced zone management. Basically, you have a standard tracking zone, which is just the broad area where the camera smoothly follows your movement. But the real magic is in the 8 customizable preset zones.
Okay, wait, hold on. This is where I have to push back a little bit. 8 custom zones. I mean, if I'm just a high school teacher or giving a guest lecture, I don't have a degree in robotics. That sounds incredibly complex.
That is a totally valid concern. Setting up spatial mapping sounds like a heavy lift. But the complexity is entirely front-loaded, so the actual event runs itself.
Sure, but front-loaded usually means, like, it takes me 3 hours to set up before every single presentation.
Fair point. But it really doesn't require coding or anything. The setup is mapped visually. You literally just use their software to drag and draw boxes over a video feed of your stage on a tablet or a computer.
Oh, you just draw a box on the screen?
Yeah, once those boxes are drawn, you're done.
Okay, got it. So think of those preset zones, like invisible digital tripwires. I'm giving a lecture, and the moment I step into a specific invisible box I drew on the stage, the system triggers a command.
Exactly. It could turn on a stage light or switch to a separate camera. It's acting as an invisible director just based on your physical location.
That's brilliant. So having established how smart this thing is, how easily can you actually integrate it into a real-world workflow?
Well, getting all that automated video data out to your software without needing an IT department is the next hurdle.
Right, and they do feature a set and forget one button setup for absolute beginners. But, they didn't lock out the pros either. If you want to, you can go under the hood and tweak pan and tilt speeds or adjust the sensitivity.
Yeah, you can match a specific presenter's pacing. And that elegance extends to how the camera is powered and connected to, specifically through POE, or power over Ethernet.
Right, meaning instead of running some bulky power cable to a wall outlet and then a whole separate capture cable back to your computer.
You just run one single Ethernet cable. It's a huge time saver. It turns a massive cabling headache into a one-wire solution that powers the dual sensor brain and handles all the data. And from that single connection, it supports simultaneous outputs across HDMI, USB 3.0, NDIHX, and SDI.
Okay, let's break those last two down real quick for anyone not working in a control room.
Sure, so SDI and NDIHX basically mean the camera can send uncompressed, high-quality video directly over your local network. You can plug it into a laptop for a quick meeting, or instantly scale it up for a massive corporate broadcast.
All from the same unit. So what does this all mean for you listening? Whether you're a teacher, managing a conference room, or directing a stage production, the $1,999 SimpleTRACK3 completely removes the barrier of needing dedicated camera personnel.
It really is a whole crew in a 5.7-pound box. But, it does leave you with a fascinating question to ponder.
Oh, what's that?
Well, as these automated tracking cameras become flawless at predicting our movement through these pre-programmed zones, how might this seamless technology subconsciously change the way we naturally move and behave in performance spaces?
Oh, that's interesting.
Right. When you know an automated eye is always waiting for you to hit your mark, does the technology adapt to us, or do we start adapting to the technology?
Wow. Definitely something for you to think about next time you step on stage.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.